Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has gotten a new update. Well, kinda, and a few updates if you want to count them as updates. Over the last few months, we have seen Suicide Squad get some minor new things added to it. Not exactly new things in terms of content, but you guys who have played the game and have kept up with the game may know what I'm referring to, such as the Twitch skins and the Easter skins getting added into the in-game store. Now, this means nothing relatively for the game, but obviously all of these skins have price tags on them, and people, believe it or not, still buy them and find interest that they have returned. Skins that were no longer in the game, that were only available for a certain time, have now made their inevitable return, and they're there to stay. With that, though, opens up some interesting possibilities, such as other exclusive outfits that were in the store at a time and have since left. That includes the Halloween outfits, the Christmas outfits, and even possibly the Rogue outfits that were exclusive to PlayStation 5. As we've seen a lot of people express their interest through Discord and other different things of people wanting to buy these skins, and it seems like to an extent Rocksteady may be listening and still is updating their game to some extent. But it's weird to see things get put into the in-game store, although it's really not new content like what I've mentioned, but it's technically a small minor update that could bring some people to the game, or bring some revenue for them that could help them in the long run with this game. And, I've talked to many people about it, since they are adding these skins, they're also, since, there may not be not exactly sure who's adding these skins or who's adding these updates into the game. But, there's been obviously some problems, such as, with the Easter skins returning and being able to purchase them. Harley's outfit isn't in the game. It's not in the game store. And if you didn't claim it back during last Easter, you can't buy it now. And then there's some other questions too, like, are they going to stay there forever? Obviously, we would have to assume so. And then people expressing interest of that if they added the Rogue skins, or even skins that didn't make the final cut that were supposed to, like the Jim Lee outfits, and then the concept art of the medieval outfits from Season 4, it opens up some interesting possibilities, because people are like, man, if they still added skins to this game, a lot of people say that they would buy them. And there seems to be someone at Rocksteady that may be listening or seeing this that is adding these outfits, but obviously it comes with problems because, their full development team is no longer, working on this game or really bothering with it. But, they still seem to be adding updates though that aren't exactly free and that you have to pay for, and not necessarily new content like what I've mentioned, which is why I said in this video, Suicide Squad is getting a new update and has been getting minor updates, but kinda, I put a question mark there. Like what I said, why are they adding this stuff? I really have no idea. And it also opens up the question, well, obviously they aren't giving anything away for free, so a lot of people have the rumor that maybe they would give everything for free like Marvel's Avengers. That's definitely not true, because I've even stated in previous videos that I don't think Rocksteady or WB is done with this game, and that this game will be sort of just a part of the Arkham universe, if you will, for a long time. I've mentioned it time and time again. I really believe that when the next Arkham game comes out, that we could even get a definitive edition of this game completely for free, just for pre-ordering the next Arkham game. We see this a lot with mini games nowadays. You buy one game, you get a second game for free. Call of Duty did it back in the day with Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty 4, and now we see EA doing it with Madden and college football. You buy one, you get a second game free. You may not like that second game, like, hey, here I am buying Batman, Arkham, whatever, and you get Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League for free with it. Like, I don't know, but it includes maybe all the games DLC, all of the games paid content, stuff like that. And I really don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They said, hey, that we're done with this game, we're no longer going to work on it. But there still seems to be someone just moving the gears a little bit at Rocksteady Studios, putting these Easter skins, putting these Twitch skins, putting in maybe the Halloween skins once Halloween rolls around, Christmas once Christmas rolls around, and then heck, maybe even skins that we sadly missed out on because the game just ended, short. It was supposed to go on for a long time, but it was cut short, obviously. I don't really know if what I'm saying makes any sense to people who may be watching or listening, but, to any developer that may be watching, you guys, since you are adding these skins and not adding new story content, and since I've heard from a lot of people that they want some of these skins, you guys have the freedom to do it because you're doing it right now. So, you guys could add these skins, people would buy them, because even myself included, if they added the rogue skins into the store or some of the missed outfits that weren't with Season 4, I would most definitely purchase them. Obviously, they're going to be ranging between $5 and $20, but I'd buy them, and that's kind of where I stand, and that's where a lot of people who are big fans of the game still stand and still play this game to this day. I haven't played Suicide Squad since January, but if they added new costumes, I would hop on and maybe make a video about it. I really don't know. But it just kind of goes back to like what I said, they're adding these new updates to an extent. They're not, would you even consider them updates? I really don't know. I would call it an update because it's an update to the store, but it's nothing major. It's nothing game changing. It's nothing game breaking. Well, it is game breaking because, there's a little bit of problems with it. You can definitely tell that, I don't know if it's a one-man job or a two-man job, or maybe it's set on an automated clock. I really don't know. Like, sort of like how the store updates in Fortnite on, I think, a bi-weekly basis or something. It seems like Suicide Squad may be on that same system. I really don't know. I'm kind of just rambling on now. But yeah, in case you guys didn't know, if you guys played the game originally and have since left because, the game has ended, and I'm making that clear as day that the game is done, there seems to be someone or something still adding minor things into this game, like the Twitch skins and the Easter skins and maybe some future skins that we might see. Yeah, that's really about it. That's really all I have to say. Like what I said, if you made it to this point of the video, Rocksteady, if you guys are watching this or listening, you could fix the Easter outfit for Harley and add that into the store. And since you guys are adding outfits and seem to have that creative power to do that, why not give us the rogue skins? Why not give us the cut Season 4 skins that didn't make it? The Jim Lee, the medieval outfits. Why not give us Halloween, Christmas? There's a lot of stuff that you guys can still give us. We're not asking for story content, but, we're just asking, since you guys seem to still be updating this game to an extent, why not give us stuff that, we're actually interested in, that people have expressed interest in, stuff that's already there that has disappeared, but, can come back, so, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, though, this is Pineapple Sway. If you guys like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing. And once again, by all means, I'm not saying that Suicide Squad is getting a big, definitive, huge update that's going to change the game. No, that's not what I'm saying. The game is receiving updates, kinda. Like what I said, we're putting a question mark. We're going to put a pin in it because it's not really an update. It's more just a change to something that already was. Yeah. Anyways, though, this is Pineapple Sway. Peace out.